guys, so we have a little issue that we got to take care of. Well, yesterday when we went to go get into the trailer, we pulled out one of the drawers, actually the drawer below the Furrion oven. And what did we find? Well, we found the bottom had blown out. Okay, so all of the staples, if you just want to see, so we'll bring the camera down a little bit, had all pulled out. And they were actually underneath, okay, because of a little bit too much weight in the drawer. So I'm going to show you how to fix this. I'm going to show you how to repair it. And this is a really simple repair, but you need to make sure you do this right so you don't split the bottom and don't split the wood in the back. Okay, this wood is very dry and brittle, and if we do this right, then we're going to be able to secure this drawer. Okay, so the first thing I do is I want to make sure that the screws are evenly placed. So I'm going to measure, okay, so we're looking at 21 3/4, okay, so that's about 10 1/2 plus about 3/8, so we're looking at middle of the drawer is right about here, okay, so I'm going to mark that to show where the middle of the drawer is, okay, and now this is all underneath, so nobody's going to see all these marks. Okay, now that I know where the middle of the drawer is, I am going to drill a pilot hole for the screw. Now the screws I'm using are fairly small, a number 8 screw that I purchased at Home Depot, and I'm going to put them in about 4 inches each side. Now you want to make sure you're not gluing this because this wood needs to expand and contract. And if you glue it, you're going to split both this piece of wood and the bottom, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is right dead center of the wood, I'm going to drill this pilot hole. Make sure you're staying nice and level. Start slow. Don't go fast. Continue to go straight down. Go slow. Then you can pick it up as you get down a little bit faster, okay? Alright, now that we've got that pilot hole drilled, we can take the screw, set it in the hole, and then very carefully we're going to drill this in, put this in. Okay, not putting a ton of pressure on it because we do not want to strip this out, okay? Don't want to strip it out. So we're going to go ahead and do this about every 4 inches. I'm going to put in a screw, and you see how fast this goes. Okay, so I'm break out my Sharpie, and then about every 4 inches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's really all you need. So we're going to do this also on this side. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again, you're going to start by drilling the holes. We'll get all the holes drilled. Take your time. Don't use a lot of pressure. Let the drill do the work. Make sure you're staying nice and level. Again, let the drill do the work. Okay, now you don't want to use a whole bunch of screws because again, the wood needs to expand and contract, okay? You need to make sure that it's able to do that. So then we're just going to put the screws in and they'll go in nice and even. And I don't put a ton of pressure on it when the screw gets down at the bottom. Not necessary. Okay, you just want to make it nice and snug. And one of the things you also notice is that I've positioned the drawer nice and level, okay? So I've got some pieces of plywood underneath it, and I put a towel underneath the front of the drawer so I don't damage the drawer on the workbench, okay? Now, being a homeowner and a part-time RVer or a RV weekender, we can do these types of repairs in our shop. So this is very important to be able to do this. Now, you'll notice all of these staples along the front up next to the drawer. Now, a lot of times they will have these sticking up a little bit because they don't get the gun down there. So the best way to do that is to take this punch, set it on the staple, and just give it a quick tap. That means it will stay in place, and you won't have to worry about them popping out. And they used a lot of staples on the front. Why they don't do that on the back, I do not know. We'd have to ask the manufacturer of the cabinets that Keystone uses. Now, if you'll notice, I did put one screw up here in the front. We're going to actually add 2 more screws, so one here and one over here, just to make sure that the drawer is nice and solid. So again, making sure that we drill our pilot hole, staying nice and level. Okay, and we'll drill one over here. This will make sure that you don't split the wood, even when you do put things in the drawer, okay? It gives the drawer a little bit of backbone, and we'll be able to hold the weight that you're going to put in it. A lot of people put pans and things on the drawer underneath the oven. We do that at our home. We did it here, and it was probably just a little bit too much. Okay? All right. Okay, so these are number 8 screw, and for a number 8 screw, we used a 7/64 drill bit. Okay? And we'll always put the drill bits back where they go so we don't lose them. All right. So that drawer is now repaired, and we can go ahead and reinstall it. Okay? All right, and here's that repair. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also the like and that little bell. Have a great day.